Multiple sclerosis, also known as MS, is a chronic, often disabling disease that attacks the central nervous system, which is made up of the brain, spinal cord, and optic nerves. The Michigan chapter has identified nearly 18,000 people living with MS here in Michigan. Hello and thanks for joining us. I'm Laurel Hess and this is Comcast Newsmakers. Joining me now is the President and CEO of the National Multiple Sclerosis Society Michigan chapter, Elana Sullivan. Thank you so much for joining us today.
Thanks for having me, Laurel.
18,000 people here in Michigan sounds like an awfully high number.
It is, and in fact, a lot of people don't know that Michigan has one of the highest incidence rates of MS in the country. So even more important that we work hard to do something about that.
Any particular reason? I mean, this is a hereditary disease, correct? It's not
it's not directly hereditary, but there is some genetic component, and there's a tremendous amount of research going on right now to try to identify exactly why. A prevailing theory about why here is that we're in the northern climates, and it may be caused by a virus that's picked up early in life and something later in life triggers it. But again, researchers aren't exactly sure. There are a lot of factors.
And then for those living with MS, what are the effects, the impacts? How does that affect their lives?
Well, the most difficult thing about MS is it's completely unpredictable from person to person. And so someone with MS doesn't know any given morning when they wake up that day, are they going to be able to walk? Are they going to be able to see? And on a day that they wake up and they're having an exacerbation of the disease, let's say they wake up and they have trouble walking, they don't know if they're going to be able to gain that back 100% or 80%. And so the unpredictability of it is really a very, very difficult aspect of the disease, but the symptoms are have a huge range from vision problems, problems with balance, incontinence, fatigue is the #1 symptom that we hear about, and it's also an invisible symptom. So a lot of people with MS don't even end up telling their employers or sometimes even family members about it.
So it can be invisible, it sounds like, altogether. What you do, a lot of what you do is raise money to help those families,
Yes.
but in particular to try to fund research for a cure as well.
Yes, people with MS tell us the #1 thing the MS Society can do for them is to wipe it off the face of the earth. So we're working very hard to do that, and a lot of the money that we raise goes directly to fund research that's happening worldwide in the field of MS, and it's a very exciting time for that. But certainly then people have to deal with what's happening today. So we also provide a wide variety of programs and services for people with MS and really their whole family to help them deal with all of the different aspects of the disease and keep them connected and informed about what's happening.
And you fundraise year-round, but a huge event, a brand new event that you have coming up on August 3rd to be a major fundraiser is called Muckfest. Tell me about that.
It is, yes. Muckfest MS is our newest fundraising event. It's going to occur, as you said, August 3rd on Belle Isle, which is very exciting to us, and it's bringing a whole new group of people to our cause who have never participated with us before. There are a lot of these mud space events happening right now, but Muckfest MS is an event for the whole family. It's 5 miles. It is meant to be the most fun you'll ever have getting dirty.
And how else, other than signing up right away and getting a big, huge group to run and get involved in Muckfest, can folks get involved in your organization?
Well, if you live in Michigan, chances are you know someone with MS. And our goal is to have everyone whose life has been touched with MS in any way join our cause. So people can go online, find us on Facebook, or by visiting our website at nationalmssociety.org and find some way to participate that's really important to you.
All right, great advice. Thank you so much for joining us. And again, if you would like to get involved or get more information, you can head to that website, which is nationalmssociety.org. Click the link to the Michigan chapter. Today's Comcast Newsmaker was Elana Sullivan, the President and CEO of the National Multiple Sclerosis Society Michigan chapter.